Welcome to Conversations with Zaki Baruti, with your host, Zaki Baruti. And like always, I want to first and foremost give a shout out to my biological family, my UAPO family, as well as the family of New Life Evangelistic Center headed by Reverend Rice. And to that end, tonight we're going to be having a great show. I have a very interesting entrepreneur and social activist in our community that's going to be with us, and that is Miss LaWanda Brooks with Sweet Head Natural Company. Okay, I got that right.
Yes.
Well, welcome to Conversations with Zaki Baruti.
Okay, well, thank you for having me.
Okay,
it's a pleasure and an honor.
Well, first of all, you know, before we get into some of the deep aspects of the program, I always like for the millions of people who are looking at this program to know a little bit about my guests. Anything you want people to know about LaWanda Brooks?
By trade, by career, my profession, I am a hairstylist, and I've been a hairstylist for 32 years. I work for some of the main known premium hair care lines that's out there. I grew up in Chicago, though. I grew up in Chicago. I went to school.
The Windy City.
Yes.
Okay.
Went to school in Chicago, but I was born here. And I just love, I love the industry. I love the beauty industry. I love growing business. I love business. I learned that I love business about myself and love people. And love seeing people win, and especially our people. That is a passion for me. And so I created Sweet Head Naturals. It's an all natural, clean, safe beauty care line.
So to that end, and we're going to be talking about you know, your line of products that you have created. But before we do that, the name, which is an interesting name, Sweet Head Naturals. How did that come about?
Well, it actually came from my grandfather. My grandfather, long as I, of course, known him, I've always been sweethead to him. And my grandfather worked long hours. He was an upholsterer. He was a very known upholsterer here in St. Louis, Missouri. And mostly all the upholstery people that do upholstery, have upholstery business, they know him, Alfred Turner. And so he would get off from work and he was, hey, sweethead, scratch my head for me, you know, and that will put him to sleep. And he'll pay me a nickel, put him to sleep, scratch his head. And that went on for years, all that I know. And so when I came up with the line, I kept thinking, what could I name it? And I went through different names, you know, make pure natural or this or that, and my heart and soul is in the line. So, and I said, who am I? You know, where would it be birthed from? And it came from, and I just used the name my grandfather gave me, Sweethead.
Oh, okay then. Now, in terms of one of the issues that we want to get into is health and wellness as relates to hair products.
Right.
And so with that said, first of all, how long have you been in that particular industry?
Are you talking about the beauty industry?
Right.
So I've been in the beauty industry ever since I was 16. So now creating my own product line, it's been 6 years. So
in the creation of your own product line, you were looking at creating these product lines with the essence of health for women's hair. Is that correct?
Yes, it started off that way because of the natural hair. Natural hair is the movement and everything of natural hair care. But then it goes farther than that. It goes farther that health and wellness through your beauty products. So there's a lot of toxicities in beauty products. So my mom is a breast cancer survivor, and my dad died of liver cancer. So,
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So, and I did some research about with the American Cancer Society, where they had did a study on hairstylists and barbers, and in their findings were in our profession, we're more likely to get some form of cancer than any other profession. So I'm thinking, okay.
You mean the hairstylists themselves?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Exactly, yes. So thinking about all that and studying, and which brought on a concern for me because my mom and my dad, so I wanted to start changing the way that I service my clients as well. So I started looking for products that didn't have any toxicities in them, and I couldn't find any. So, so in that search, I started just kind of creating my own, because I couldn't find anything that were safe. Just even salon professional products, I couldn't find, because they had a lot of toxicities in them.
Now, for our audience, when you say natural hairstyles, what are we speaking of? Natural. What is?
So we're talking about where the hair has not been altered with any type of chemical, and that goes for chemical straightening, keratin treatments, also relaxers, and even colors that have chemicals in them. So when we talk about natural hair, we're talking about the hair that has not been altered. The structure of the curl pattern has not been altered anyway through a chemical.
Okay, on that note, we're going to take a quick break, and then on the flip side, we're going to get into some of your products.
Okay.
Once again, welcome back to Conversations with Zaki Baruti, and in studio with me is the lovely business owner and entrepreneur, LaWanda Brooks, who has created, and we're talking about health and wellness as relates to products and for hair. And you were just sharing on the flip side about the toxicity of many of the products that it's been a study that has shown that many hairstylists over the years have a higher incidence of developing cancer. Am I correct in that analysis?
Yes.
And so to counter that, you have created a line of products based around the whole concept of just natural hairstyles. And so to that end, you have a series of products here on the table. You want to kind of go through those products and to share your products with our audience?
Yes. So the products that we have, again, that are natural, that are made with natural ingredients. And so we came up with a product line that covers the whole family. So we have our baby line here, which you know
you mean tell me you got a baby line for
yes,
babies?
For a baby.
Oh, this is a pretty little bottle too.
Yes.
Yes,
it's very appealing.
Okay, all right.
And then we have our Like a Queen collection, and we have our
now the Queen collection are for the queens of our community.
Yes,
huh?
exactly.
And I see you have your business on it, Sweet Head Naturals.
Yes.
Like a Queen body lotion. Okay, then. All right.
And of course, we didn't forget about our men, which we have Fit for a King.
Fit for a king. So I guess that would be good for Zaki Baruti.
Yes,
I like
exactly.
to think of myself as a
Exactly.
shampoo and body wash. Okay, all right.
And then we just have our natural shampoo and conditioner, you know, which can go either way, but we did create a
Gentle
line.
moist shampoo. Okay.
And so we didn't want to forget about even home scents, because even home scents of candles have toxicities in them. So we have our candles.
Wait a minute. Let me stop you there. Are you telling me from your research, candles have some type of toxicness in it? No,
yes.
Is
when
that
you
right?
burn them. Yes, sir. So even when you burn them in your air, they're releasing toxicities that we breathe in the air. So our candles are made with completely 100% soy, and that you can even use as a moisturizer. So, which is safe for our environment and for the air. Yes.
Okay, then. So, and when you say you make them, So you're saying then that you have a company that creates these products for the consumers to purchase them.
Yes, sir. Our manufacturer is here in St. Louis, Missouri. We handcraft every product for quality.
And how long you been doing this again? I mean, in terms of your products?
For 6 years.
For 6
years, yes. We handcraft everything in small batches so that they can have a quality and a longer shelf life. So, and we service a lot of salons in St. Louis area, and we ship out all 50 states.
Oh, great then. So, in terms of your products have been well received by other salons. Is that what you're saying to me then?
Oh, yes, sir, of course, because first of all, the line came from a stylist. So I know how I want the hair to feel and, and perform for me and the results that I'm looking for.
Okay, then. And again, when in terms of just hairstyles, I came up during the 60s, and, I used to have a big fro, and you see, it's not like that no more.
Right.
But I've always had an affinity to just natural hairstyles, and I see that whole piece on Black and I'm Proud has kind of like changed a little bit with many of our sisters who have I'm not knocking you sisters, I'm just talking about it, that have kind of like weaves and other things that's in it. Speak to that. I mean, from your perspective.
Well, it's definitely a movement that has came back, wearing your own natural texture and coming away from relaxers. And also to the hair extensions are good because we still do hair extensions at our salon as well, and not quite a lot because sometimes women need to go into protective styles of their natural curly hair. So so it's a balance.
It's a balance. So. And you're saying to me that you believe that style is coming back in terms of, like the 60s and the 70s in terms of the natural?
Well, of course, it's a little bit more manageable now because back then, the hair we didn't have products that help maintain our natural hair texture. So now we do. So it's not as a bigger struggle than it was back then.
And, and so that raises another issue, which that our people, in terms of the expenditures of our dollars for our wants, I guess you can say that, you have many people from outside of the community with shops for selling weaves and what have you, why have not many of the hairstylists in the area kind of band together to create like a wholesale store that sell those same kind of products that we get from other ethnic groups that predominate our community? What would be your analysis on that?
I think that just trying to get the resources, that we're limited to where the other cultures can, but we just are limited to how we can get certain things as well. I mean, certain products and things like that.
But when you say, though, that if we collectively, with as many hairstylists that's in the St. Louis area, just like there's many churches on the street corners, that if there was a coming together of, that industry, that then by pooling their resources together, then that some of that, you can just go and directly to the manufacturers in other countries or get it manufactured yourself. And again, that as a way of empowering our community economically.
Yes,
has there been an effort to do that? Do you know of, has that been an effort?
I have not known of an effort for that to happen. I mean, but that would be great.
Okay, hold your thought. We're going to take a break and be right back on the flip side. Welcome back once again with Conversations with Zaki Baruti. And on the other side, you were completing your thought about coming together collectively to push the different products that we get from outside of our community. Go ahead.
And that's why we chose to only we had naturals in salons only that are catering to natural hair care clients. So that's why we only have, we're not readily available in stores or anything like that. Yes, online, but however you can get the product only in a salon.
Well, so to that end, and I know we have a lot of salon owners that's watching the program, so if the salon owners or just regular customers wanted to get these products, how do they, what is the process for them getting the product?
They would just contact our main headquarters where we're located, 8133 Delmar.
8133 Delmar.
And also they can even just call, the number is 314-833-3335.
If you would, repeat that number again. So
314 833 3335.
3335.
Yes.
Okay then. Now, turning back to just the incidence of cancer. And cancer seems to be ravaging our community to a great extent. I think not just our community, it's in the general population. Do you have any kinds of activities that focus on countering cancer, through your salon or anything? Do y'all put on any kind of health fairs or what have you?
Yes, we do. We actually do. We are really big about giving back and fundraisings. So we always have events, and we currently got an event coming up, Natural Hair Showcase that we are putting together for fundraising for benefits of awareness of cancer through, we are connected to a program called Safe Cosmetics, because again, we want to encourage people to read the back of labels with the toxicities and things like that are just in their everyday beauty products, just lotions, deodorants, toothpaste, things like that has a lot of toxicities in them that are linked to cancer and linked to hormone disruptors in our bodies.
So have you already have a planned date for that?
I do not have one yet. But it's coming up very, very soon. So.
Okay, then, so as soon as you find out at one future program, we'll make sure that the public is aware of that.
Thank you.
So the other side of the question, in your study in terms of the salon owners being negatively impacted by the products that they're using, so the people who are receiving the products, to what extent is the negative health care impacting them?
And that is the same as well, because even the relaxers have been proven to be associated with fibroid tumors. So again, there are proven scientific studies that shows those kinds of negative effects with the use of relaxers and what have you. Is that what you're saying to our audience? Yes. And that's why I created a line, because I was going to be using a product to service my clients, and also having my clients to feel safe in using products used on them. So that's why this line was really created for that. Passion is the word passion. You do some things out of passion. And so I researched even that word, and that word goes all the way back to a Greek of pain. So you have that pain become a passion for you. So I felt the grief of learning all of this, and so that became my passion to make a difference.
That's real great. So on that note, we're going to take another break, and then we're going to close out on the flip side of the break. Again, welcome back to Conversations with Zaki Baruti. As in studio with me is entrepreneur LaWanda Brooks with natural, Sweet Head Natural products as a way of dealing with the health issues of cancer that derives from some of the products many of you sisters and other people are using on your head. So to that end, again, would you share with the audience, because this is very important, anytime we can prevent illnesses in our community. And I want to salute you for that effort and pray that you're able to grow your product and that people become educated on the necessity of changing their styles. And again, we're talking about on your body, you know, those products, as well as people need to change their eating habits, because as an organization, you took me back to a publication we had where we were looking at the death rates in our community being super high, and part of it is our lifestyles that we have to change. So to that end, would you again share with the audience how they can get in contact with you for your products?
So our product line is readily available online at www.sweetheadnaturals.com. Also, we are located 8133 Delmar in U City. Sweethead Naturals is our main headquarters there. Our products are in different salons located in the St. Louis area as well. So you can find those salons by going to our website, where there's a salon near you that carries our products.
That's great. And one thing I didn't do at the top of the hour, you know, I always like to push the concept of practice what you preach. So off the program, off air, you were sharing with me that you have how many grandchildren?
I have 16 grandchildren.
16 grandchildren. So how many of them are granddaughters?
I have probably about 10 granddaughters.
10 granddaughters.
Yes.
So are you practicing what you preach in terms of
oh my gosh,
with
yes,
them?
yes,
And
yes.
how many daughters you have?
And so I have 3 girls and 2 boys. Yes.
And each of them
they're natural, but it takes them a while. They still like other things, so yeah.
Oh, okay then. Yeah, you know, sometimes the children just don't follow directions as you would like for them to follow. So on that note, you've been listening to Conversations with Zaki Baruti. Make sure that you tune in next week to our program that airs each Saturday night. I just wanted to close out with thank you, LaWanda Brooks, for your information, and may God bless each and every one of you who are tuned in to Channel 24.